it feels so weird to actually be doing this. And in fact, I thought, what a better subject than actually starting something it is to do my first video, right? To be fully honest, right now I'm thinking a lot of things that are maybe not really pleasant. Thinking, oh, what if I say the wrong thing? What if my English isn't good enough? What if I can't find the word? What if I trip over my own words? What if the lighting is not good? What if it's not recording? Well, that's a good one. I'm actually going to check on that. See, it is recording. And your mind is always going to try and find the easy path, the comfortable one. Your mind is always going to tell you, but what if it doesn't work out? What if you fail? What if you lose everything? What if you look like a fool? What if, extrapolated to your situation? But that's just your mind. That's just your thoughts. And I know it doesn't feel like it, because when you have 1,000 voices, 1,000 voices scream, see, I'm tripping over my words. 1,000 voices screaming, you shouldn't be doing this, because you're tripping over your words, because your quality is not the best, because the background is not that aesthetically pleasant. And yeah, it might not be the best video you ever record, or it's maybe not up to your standard, because when we want to start something, we look for inspiration. We see other people that are doing the things that we want to do, and we see them as perfect, as people that have it all figured out, that can communicate things better, that can portray themselves in a way that seems so easy and comfortable, and they seem to have their shit figured out, basically. But that only comes with practice. And you have to start and be a fool and be a mess and fuck up and do shitty art and do shitty work, because that's how you start things. I know it's cliche, but it's true. When you were a kid, you didn't even speak well. You didn't know the words for certain things. You misspelled, misspoke. You tripped and fall all the time. But you kept showing up, and that's how you learned to write, to read, to speak, to walk, to crawl, to everything. You did that because you tried and you kept showing up. And that's how we gotta act. That's how we reach things. That doesn't stop there in childhood. You have to keep showing up. You have to keep messing up. You have to keep being a beginner and having to learn everything from scratch and look like a fool. And feel a little humiliated, maybe, sometimes, because you have all these ideas of how you should be doing certain things and how you, my dog's making some weird noises, and how you should look while you do this thing, and how other people should perceive you as you do these things, and how you want to be perceived. And that's the trap. That's the mental trap, because that is just noise. You have to understand that that's just noise. And it's not going to go away unless you do the thing and you live that feeling. You let it soak you, and you let discomfort run over your body, and fear and all these unpleasant things that end up being the path you have to take to get to the other side. You need to go through that discomfort, through that maybe pain. Sometimes if you're working out, you have to put yourself in pain. See, I'm not a native. I can fuck up words, and I will say things wrong, and have a lot of mistakes, make a lot of mistakes. And that's fine, that's how you learn. If I never did this, I would never know how to speak in front of a camera. I would never get to speak fluently in another language, English. And it's beautiful too, to be uncomfortable and have fear. And you can laugh at it sometimes. You can say, yeah, I look like a damn fool doing this. I look like a damn fool doing this. And it's fine. That's part of life too. It's funny. You are not a fool. You may feel like you look like one because, you may be clumsy or not graceful, but that's funny. That's human. That's what to experience things. And when we experience things, we do it at the level we're in right now. The skill level we have in that moment. If you start practicing a sport, you won't be good at it at the first try, perhaps. And you maybe will fall. And what if instead of saying, I'm such a stupid loser, I fell in this court as I play tennis, what if you laugh at it? Why don't you stop taking it that seriously? You want to do something, you go do that thing, and that's it. You have to have enough strength to push through that discomfort, push through that fear, and laugh at it. Because it's just a feeling. It's just a feeling. Sometimes we put so much importance on these feelings, and they are just that. They are just feelings. There's this thing about fear that is quite funny, because fear and excitement, anxiety and excitement are quite similar. They feel similar in the body. And if you think about it, when I don't know, maybe if you've ever been to a concert of this artist you really like, you might relate to the feeling of excitement and butterflies in your stomach when the show is about to start and the lights turn off and they are about to show up on stage, and you feel a lot in your body. You're nervous, you're excited, you're also anxious, you're also scared a little bit. It's similar. It feels similar in your body. But that feeling, we don't run away from. We're like, yeah, this is part of it. I'm so excited to see this artist. And you don't run away from it. You go and you enjoy the show, because once the artists show up, you're gonna sing and dance and enjoy a lot. And it's the same thing with everything else. When you're about to do something that scares you, you're about to make a call or a job interview, you are gonna be scared. That's normal, because you've never done that before. You've never experienced that thing before. And if you run away, you're basically telling yourself, I can't endure anything no, I can't endure anything new. So I should just stay here in my comfort couch, in my comfort room, and do nothing with my life. What's the point in life if you don't try new things, if you don't experience new things? And those new things are gonna be scary. They are gonna be scary. They're gonna feel uncomfortable. That's how it's supposed to go. But it's funny and it's exciting. We should, and that this whole speech I'm telling to myself too, because as I planned everything to record, I didn't like the lighting, I didn't like the framing, I didn't like the shot, how it's looking. And I don't even know if I like how I look right now on camera. But I'm still doing it. And I feel more comfortable right now speaking to the camera. I can look at the lens more. I can gesticulate and speak more fluently. And that's how it goes with life. You know, I'm actually gonna leave a couple clips. I tried, oh my God, there's so much noise right now. Okay, I'm actually gonna leave a couple clips I recorded on the street the other day because I told myself if I wanna do YouTube, I wanna try recording on the street. And I was walking towards this place I had to go. And I told myself, okay, I gotta do this. And I was scared. And I'm gonna show it here. I was scared to put out the camera. I thought I might look like a fool speaking to a phone. Like, what the heck? I was with my phone, not with a camera. And I still felt like a fool. But I kept pushing through it. And yeah, I didn't get to even put the phone like to this level. I had to record from here. But I did it. And now I'm recording this video. And I went out this weekend and I recorded at a store. And I wasn't scared. But that's because I did that thing and I pushed through it. And yeah, that's my advice for anyone and for me too, because I am still very scared most of the time, to be honest. And it's hard sometimes to convince yourself that it's gonna be okay. But it's gonna be okay. I'm telling you, it's gonna be okay. And even if you don't like that experience at the end, if you want to try something and then you try it and you don't like it, it's okay too. That's part of it. And yeah, that's it for today.